Hi everyone, today's video will be about the breadboard. When you hear the word breadboard, you might think of this, but in electronics, this is what a breadboard looks like. Today I will give you an idea about what a breadboard does, what it's used for, and the main parts. If a breadboard isn't for chopping bread, where does the name come from? The name actually comes from back in the day when electronics breadboards weren't available like they are today. People would make electronics breadboards using chopping boards from their kitchen. They would stick nails or tacks in, and then they would use their components to make quick circuits, and that's where the breadboard came from. Now I will talk through the main parts of the breadboard. You can see on the screen where you would plug leads to a power supply in. There are two coloured lines on either end of the breadboard. The black line is for ground or earth, and the red line is for the power supply voltage. The black line is continuous. This shows that all the holes underneath are connected. The red line has a gap in the middle. This shows that the holes either side are connected, however there is a gap and there is no connection across that gap. This is shown by the green lines in this photo. The next part I will talk about is the trough, or the DIP support ravine. The holes are not connected across the trough, however the holes are connected in columns of 6 down the board. DIP stands for dual inline package, and it looks like this. The DIP support ravine enables a chip to be easily put into the breadboard like this. There are two types of strips on the board, bus strips and socket strips. In this diagram, bus strips are indicated in green and socket strips are indicated in pink. A breadboard is a construction base for prototyping of electronics. It enables us to make quick circuits without soldering. Now I will show you how to set up a breadboard. Today I'm going to demonstrate as if we were only using half of the board. If you wanted to use the whole board, you'd have to put 4 jumpers in, as is being shown on screen. I'm going to be using 2 wires, 2 coils and a power supply to set up this breadboard. The first thing I'm going to do to set up this breadboard is to put in 2 wires, one red and one black, as you can see on the screen now. We put these in because we'd like to be able to connect a positive lead to red and a negative lead to black. We'd like to use both sides of the board when building circuits. Therefore, we'd like to have a positive or supply and a ground on the top and bottom. That's why we connect these 2 wires. The next thing I'm going to do is to make 2 coils. You can make these by wrapping the wires around a pen. The coils are connected to the power supply. Next, I'm going to put the 2 coils into the breadboard, making sure the red lines up with red and the black with black. The final thing to do is plug in. Now that my breadboard is set up properly, I'm ready to start building circuits. I hope you enjoyed the video.